It is finally here. The Bandai 2023 Godzilla 1973. And let me just say, I'm super excited. Mostly because we have not had this Godzilla suit since, I think, either 2004 or 2005 with that Godzilla vs. Titanosaurus set by Bandai. And let me just say, I'm super happy that this even came out. And right now is actually a really good time to start collecting, because so much obscure characters Bandai is starting to make. And this is just one of them. 5 years ago, it was crazy. You'd either find a super rare figure that costs like over $100, or you just don't get it. But now it's either, oh, I can get the vintage one, but this one just came out, so I can also get the new one. And I really like that, what Bandai's doing. But now I have all of these old figures, so whatever. So I think we should just get right to the review. Okay, well, let's get started with the paint. This is actually one of my favorite paint jobs on any Godzilla figure. I just got this today, so I'm a little biased here, but it really does look like the movie when it comes to the paint job. And even if you look at the tag, it's very accurate, because, it's a real picture from the movie. It's very accurate when it comes to color and sculpt, but we're not there yet. So it has a nice silvery color on the spines, and they look really nice in my opinion. They're not like sharp, because in 1973 they were not sharp. They're extremely dull actually, and the tail is like nice and like up like that. I don't know if you can really, like, it has a nice curve to it, which I really like. And another thing is that these hands, the nails are painted like a metallic brown, I guess you would say. I really like it. It really fits the whole idea that this Godzilla was just slightly different. Like, the suit had a slightly different look. And instead of scales like these, like, you see, they're very triangular on like the arm. If you look at the hand, it's kind of like Gabra or like Baragon, something very bumpy. And I like the difference. Same with this. I don't really know what you call this, like the tummy. I'm just gonna call it the tummy. It's got a different color, which is nice because it does in the movie. And it also has different scales, which I don't really know why they added this, but I actually like it because it gives a little color difference with the body. And if you look at the eyes, they're actually brown. And what I like about that is that most Godzilla figures don't actually color the eyes. They mostly just do a lot of blacks and whites. Like the inside, the pupil, it's either white or they just make it black. This, on the other end, actually has some brown in it, which definitely does look like the movie and really accurate. And the skin, it's got like a basic gray, which, it's Godzilla, you can't really say much about it. And the feet have the same metallic brown color. The tail is nice and, like, it's not, like, it's dulled down, if that makes sense. Like, Godzilla's tail was never sharp, but it was, like, pointy, kind of. Like, it had a little point to it. This is nice and dulled down, just like the movie. Now, I think we should start getting to the sculpt, because, it's Godzilla. He doesn't have too much color anyway. So the sculpt is really nice, and I kind of was already talking about it. But the face is extremely accurate. And I'm going to be honest, when you look online, it definitely doesn't look as good in this video or in real life. Like, if you see it from multiple angles like this, it definitely looks a lot better than just, oh, that angle and, oh, front angle. Like, if you really see, like, a 360 type thing, it looks really nice, in my opinion. It definitely has, like, that ping-nosed face from 1973. And, that's about it, because I already talked about the rest of the sculpt, actually. So let's get to the tag. So I'm not gonna lie, they could have picked a better picture. They definitely could have picked a better picture from the movie. But that's about it. That's really my only complaint with the tag. Other than that, Bandai 2023, Godzilla 1962, written in Japanese and English on the bottom. Some Japanese stuff, which I don't know how to read. And apparently there was only 1,000 made or something having to do with 1,000. Because I think they made a Godzilla 1974, and then this is like a limited 73. But do not take my word on that. Like, I'm not confident with that answer at all. But I think that's the case. I'm going to have to look into it. But if you look at the back, it has a really nice, like, spine type thing on the back. Like, it actually looks like his spines. It looks really good. So, let's compare him to some other figures, shall we? Now, I obviously had to compare him to some sort of Jet Jaguar. I just don't know who. So I picked the Playmates one. And also it's because it's the only one I have. But that's besides the point. Well, not including the singular point, actually. So it actually is really nice scale. They're around the same size. And he kind of has his hand out so they could do the signature handshake. Yeah. So if you're a kaiju photographer, this actually is a really good pair. And just so you know, I will be taking the tag off if I make any stop motions or just anything with this. So, yeah. I'm not doing it in this video, though. I don't know why. So let's compare it to a different one. And here we have it compared to a Bandai Creations Mechagodzilla. Which, like I said, I'm not sure if this is like a limited thing. And they actually did make a 74. Once again, do not take my word for that. But if they didn't, this is a really good replacement. And I like that Mechagodzilla is only slightly taller than Godzilla. Like, not by much at all. But, like, literally, like, half a centimeter, if you can notice. Like, same with this. Like, I know it's not a premium Mechagodzilla figure. But you could totally use them if you do, like, photography or stop motion, just anything. That Jaguar, you can't really use stop motion because he can't really stand too well. But with this, you totally can, actually. So I think this is actually really good scaling. We should compare him to one more, shall we? Now, I'm pretty sure this is a special since, like, once I'm starting to really look at it, I don't know, just like the tag and stuff. So I just brought in another special. The Godzilla 2022 Bandai Golden Hedorah. It was Hedorah's birthday last year, so this is actually one of my favorite figures. I actually really like it. I think it just complements Hedorah, the golden color. I was planning on getting the fudge one, and I might do that eventually, and I'll totally let you guys know if I do get the fudge one. My only problem with this Hedorah is, holy crap, he's a short little guy. He's like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let me know in the comments if you've seen that movie. Anyway, I don't know, he just seems very short. Like, he's only slightly smaller than Godzilla, but since his eyes are all the way down here, it just makes him seem, like, really short. I don't know. Especially in the camera, since, like, you're actually, like, camera level with them. Like, he looks a little taller from my view. But, I also have a card protector on this. But I will take the card off of this, because, you know, it's not like it's a special color. Unless if it is. Whatever. I wouldn't really care. The point of it is this is really good for stop motion, and I really want to use it eventually. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I really hoped you liked the video. I hope this was kind of educational if you were planning on getting this. And I hope to see you next time. And if I don't see you next time, then I don't really care.